Hey, this is Digital Dave with another cryptocurrency and blockchain update. I am here on this really beautiful island in Thailand called Phuket. Phuket Island. It is a lot bigger, at least 10 times the size of Koh Samui, where I stay sometimes. This is at least 10 times bigger. It has a real economy. It's not just, they're not just reliant on tourism. There's so many things you can do here, so many things you can buy here. You can buy Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Porsches. You can buy designer handbags, shirts, clothing, glasses, whatever. Everything you can find right here on this really awesome island. For years people say, don't go to Phuket because it's too crowded. There's too many people that go there. The reason why it's normally crowded, not now, but the reason why it's normally crowded here is because this place is awesome. If it sucked, no one would come here, okay? So don't let someone's fear make your decision for you. Keep that in mind. People will try to drag you down to their level of comfort. And a lot of people can be successful in doing that. Follow your own gut, follow your own intuition, and follow your own judgment. Don't let someone else's fears try to bring you down. So, this place is awesome. Will the C4C party be on Phuket or instead of Koh Samui? Maybe because the group is growing so large. I think this party is going to be a lot bigger than I imagined a year ago. So things change and you just have to adjust with how things move. You have to be dynamic with your decisions and how things move and with your adjustments. Okay, crypto market. My number one question I get is, when will this bull cycle, when will this bull market end? And when will the bear market begin? My answer to that is, this time is different. This time really is different. A lot of people are saying that come September, get out because this whole thing is going to crash. You know, maybe it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, but what's happening now, the reason why I don't fear this is just some cycle that's just going to come, it's going to boom and then it's going to bust later like we saw in 17 and 18. The reason why is because we have institutional investors now in the crypto game. We have PayPal now in the crypto game. We have the Coinbase IPO, which is going to bring mainstream adoption to cryptos. It's going to basically announce to the mainstream investors what crypto is. If they had no interest in crypto prior, they're going to have interest now with the Coinbase IPO. So this time really is different. Now, we're still going to go through the volatility that we are experiencing now, we experienced in the past, we're going to experience in the future. The reason why this is still a pretty small market. We're at a $2 trillion market. Now, when we get to $20 to $50 trillion, which we'll get there, when we get to that level, this volatility is going to be a lot more flatlined, I guess. I don't want to say flatlined, that doesn't sound right, but it's going to be a lot less, this volatility is going to be a lot less volatile. There you go. All right, there's a Davism right there. We're at $2 trillion now. I believe we're going to get to $10 trillion by the end of this year, and then we're going to grow to 2050. Eventually, I think we're going to have $100 trillion into this market. The more money that comes into it, the less volatility we're going to have. Now, also, that's the good and bad news. When we have less volatility, there's actually less money to be made. Fortunately, right now, if you're watching this video, you are very, very early into this crypto game. Yes, a lot of the cryptos, a lot of my picks, or some of my picks have gone up 50 times in just a year, okay? Maybe more than that. The fact is, we're still so super early with crypto. Now, this early stage is not going to last forever, this early adoption period, which is where we're at right now. Congratulations, you're an early adopter. We're early adopters. If you have crypto right now, you're an early adopter. Congratulations. We have a long ways to go. We have a lot of money coming into this market. We're going to see our Cardanos, we're going to see our Bitcoin Cashes and our Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin and the Zilliqas and the Digibytes and all these other, a lot of these ERC20 tokens. There's thousands of them. The Thetas, that's not an ERC20 token, by the way, Theta. We're going to see all these cryptos really explode, in my opinion. This is my investment opinion only. We're going to see a lot bigger numbers by the end of this year. We're already seeing the market wake up again. It's really starting to wake up. We're now seeing Bitcoin Cash. At the time of this video is about $1,100. The ratio of Bitcoin Cash, or Bitcoin to Bitcoin Cash, is about 55 to 1 at the time of this recording. When I first started in my group, I said Bitcoin Cash is a good buy. I said get Bitcoin Cash. Oh, I hate Bitcoin Cash. Get it. Just if you hate it, trade it then. Okay? You can buy it when the Bitcoin Cash was 100 to 1. I said, this thing is out of whack. It's not going to last forever. Look at the ratios. I look at the ratios more than the price. This is how you make a lot of money. Now the ratio is almost half of what it was just a few weeks ago or a month or two ago. It's now cut in half. And I believe BCH, Bitcoin Cash, is going to be 5,000 to 8,000 by the end of this year. And like I've said for a long time, it is the better investment than BTC, Bitcoin. It is or will be, and in the future it's going to be the better investment than Bitcoin. You look at the ratios. Look at where Bitcoin Cash was to Bitcoin. It was a 4 to 1 ratio back in 17. Bitcoin Cash was $4,000. We're going to see the all-time high of Bitcoin Cash this year. We're going to see, speaking of all-time highs, we just saw Zilliqa break its previous all-time high of 23 cents. At the time of this recording, Digibyte is on the precipice of breaking its previous all-time high of 14 cents. When Digibyte breaks that 14-cent mark, I think the sky's the limit for DGB. $5 Digibyte is what I'm seeing for next year, by the way. That's my targeted price. $5 Digibyte for 2022. It is a heck of a buy to get some Digibyte. Zilliqa is still cheap, and a lot of people were giving up or getting a little bit impatient with Zilliqa. It has been flat for quite a while. It's been at 20 cents for a couple of months. And investors lose patience because they're seeing all these other coins. They might pop off and they explode, and they kind of feel like they're a little bit left out. When the crypto doesn't move for a few months, this is called the accumulation phase and the consolidation phase. This is when people are buying. People are buying in chunks. And they're not buying large chunks because they don't want the price to wake up. Now, so they buy a little bit, these institutional investors and other investors, retail investors, they buy a little bit so they don't wake up the price. They buy a little bit, every day, every hour, or whatever, they buy these cryptos. And then eventually they said, okay, we're going to put in a big buy, we're going to see the price go up. Now, sometimes they sell off, there's a big sell-off, but I say don't worry if we're in a consolidation phase, if the prices for any crypto have quote-unquote flat line. Don't worry, if it's a good project, it will explode in price. The good projects, Digibyte. I'm telling you, Digibyte has outperformed Bitcoin by 2 or maybe 3 to 1 so far. You want to store value? Put in Digibyte. You want to store value? Put in Bitcoin Cash. You want to invest into the future infrastructure for video and content delivery? Buy Theta and T-Fuel. Theta and T-Fuel are so massively undervalued, in my investment opinion, that we're going to see a lot bigger numbers, in my investment opinion, by the end of this year. Okay, these assets we have are so undervalued. People don't realize it. No, you haven't lost it. You haven't lost the train. The train has not left you behind. The train is just now coming into sight. It's going to come here in a few months, and people's going to get on and pile on and pile on. That train's going to take off eventually. Now, when it takes off, it's not over. Like I said earlier, we're going to see less volatility, but that also means that we're going to see less 100x coins move. Okay, so get into crypto now. Don't worry about this whole bull market is going to suddenly end in a month or 2 or 3, or in September, as a lot of people are saying. September, get out in September. I'm not buying that one. I'm not buying it. We might see a pretty big spike in prices come quarter 3 and quarter 4. Maybe I'm going to cash out some, maybe not. I follow this cycle day by day. I can't say, okay, this is when we're going to cash out. We're going to cash out November 15th. We're going to sell 38% of our position. No, I look at this day by day. This thing is it's a living, breathing organism, basically. Okay, and it just changes daily, changes hourly, changes every couple of minutes, it seems like, with something coming out and whatever, new news. And right now, though, I will say that we're in a perfect storm. We're in a perfect crypto storm right now. If you're not into crypto, don't hesitate. Just open up a Coinbase account, buy into the Coinbase IPO if you want, which I think Coinbase is going to do really well for investors, but I think crypto is going to do a lot better than the Coinbase stock, in my opinion, especially the coins in my portfolio, the C4C portfolio, which is in the Patreon group. It is patreon.com/crazyforcryptos. If you want to become a member, check it out. There's a ton of information in there. There's 700 or 750 posts in there about how to do this, how to stake, how to open up a new wallet, how to receive crypto, how to use Uniswap, all this information in there. And the group is actually becoming kind of its own entity. kind of like a juggernaut in a way, because there's all these people. There's 5,000 or 5,700 members, I believe, at the time of this video. But people have Q&A, they put it in the forum. They have a question, put it in the forum. And usually people will reply if you have a question. And a lot of times I'll reply too with questions in there. So check that out. And if you don't want to join, that's totally okay. There are other groups you could join. There are other Patreon groups you can join if you don't like me or whatever. If you're on this channel just to get some free information, that's totally okay. I try to provide as much value as I possibly can for free that people that can't afford to join or don't want to join or whatever. But there's other groups you can join, or just don't join anything and just follow my tips here. Crypto tips. That's a pretty cool channel, by the way, crypto tips. Follow what I got here. We're not too late with Digibyte. Digibyte's a sleeping giant, by the way. You want a penny stock? Get some DGB. Okay, get some DGB. I bought more Digibyte 2 days ago. Okay, like I said, when it breaks 14 cents, I think that thing is going to go crazy. Digibyte. By the way, Dogecoin. Dogecoin went to almost 40 cents. What the heck happened with Dogecoin? I bought in Dogecoin at about 3 cents. I know people are like, oh, I got in at 0.000. Okay, good for you. I bought some Digibyte and I posted in my group. I said, look, get a little bit of Digibyte, or not, sorry, get a little bit of Dogecoin, D-O-G-E. Get a little bit of Dogecoins. We got Elon Musk, the richest person and one of the most popular persons in the entire world, keeps tweeting about Dogecoin. Eventually, people's gonna catch on. Hey, I'm gonna get a little Dogecoin. It's cute. It's got the cute little dog or whatever. I said, you know, get a little bit. I've told my group, I said, I have a little Dogecoin just for fun. I'm never gonna sell my Dogecoin. Well, it went up to almost 40 cents. I wasn't expecting that. I'm like, whoa, Dogecoin to $1, probably gonna happen. When? I have no idea. But Dogecoin has gone up so fast, so quickly, I do expect it to come back down. I don't know what's going on with Doge. Big money. It's more than just an Elon Musk tweet. There's more going on with Doge that I don't know about. So Dogecoin. Digibyte actually bailed out the Dogecoin blockchain. It froze up. The Dogecoin blockchain froze up a few years ago. Digibyte, I believe it's the DigiShield technology, Jared Tate, they bailed out and fixed Dogecoin. That blockchain froze. Digibyte, I'm telling you, Digibyte's going to make people a lot of money, in my investment opinion. Nobody wants to talk about, oh, Digibyte, it's just, they don't have the budget for marketing, blah, blah, blah. DigiB is a grassroots movement. If you want a pure UTXO blockchain, I would say Digibyte is the one to get. Totally grassroots. The founder, Jared Tate, didn't pre-mine a bunch of Digibyte. I don't think he pre-mined any for himself. I think he gave out about 0.5% for early adopters and people that were helping out with the project early on. 99.5% people, including Jared Tate himself, mined Digibyte himself. Totally fair, totally decentralized. I would say if you want your next penny stock, get you some Digibyte. All right, again, this is not investment advice, only my investment opinion. There's no telling where the price of crypto can go in the future. It can actually go down in the future. I just want you guys to know that. There is risk. There's still risk involved. In my opinion, though, it is riskier to be out of crypto than to be in it. That's all I got to say. All right, that's all I got. All right, this is DD. I'll see you in the next video.